Today, I wanted to talk about something that I think is really important for you guys to understand if you want to become financially free, if you want to become successful as far as money goes in life. Something that I'm very familiar with, obviously. If you guys have been following me, you know that I became financially free. I essentially retired at 33 years old, and I didn't always have the right solution for doing this, but I was at least on a path that is different than most people, which is so critical. So here's what I'm going to talk about today, is how to actually become financially free. What do you need to do? Here's the problem that I have. A lot of guys today, especially young guys, they think that taking a shortcut is the way to go. And the problem with that kind of thinking is that so many guys that I talk to, they jump from shortcut to shortcut. So they're trying to get rich quick, and they'll go from this hustle to that hustle, and they'll spend so much time trying to invest in crypto and the stock market or trade options and do things that make them a lot of money in a short period of time, but relative to how much that they're able to invest, and it's not going to be sustainable, and it's going to take a lot of effort and time. And the reason why a lot of guys do this is because they don't want to take the time to do the thing that's going to take a longer amount of time. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not talking about the slow lane. I'm not talking about investing in the stock market for 30, 40 years or putting money in your 401k or anything like that. That's the slow lane. Obviously, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do the traditional advice. But what I'm talking about is just doing solid investments in order to get to where you want to go. So this is something that I focus on, that I teach guys all the time, is how to build a business and then start investing in real estate. That's really the fastest way to become wealthier. My good friend MJ DeMarco wrote a couple books on this subject. If you've read Millionaire Fast Lane or his latest book, The Great Rat Race Escape, really, really good. Talks about this topic a lot and actually gives some examples of how this works. But the problem that I see so many young guys doing, like I said, it's not just young guys, is that they're trying to figure out what is the next scheme, what can I do to get rich? And again, if you build a business, it's going to be relatively quick to get rich if you do this right. But we're talking more like 5, 10, maybe 15 years. If that's the time frame that you set, you're going to be successful. Why? For most of you guys, it's going to entail that you build a business and then you start investing in real estate, doing solid investments in real estate, not doing speculation. Because if you see a 10 to 15 year time frame, for example, that's something that is achievable, and every single one of you guys that's listening to this, you can become financially free in that time frame. Now, the reason why most of you guys have not been able to do that so far and been successful is because a lot of you guys are either doing one of two things wrong. One of them is you're trying to do the get rich quick type of things. You're jumping on the next crypto thing. You're jumping on trying to do this option trading scheme, this day trading, Forex, stocks, drop shipping business, all kinds of stuff like that, instead of doing something really simple and straightforward that has a much higher chance of probability. That's why I teach how to build an audience-based business. Example, my business here, creating a YouTube channel. That's not something that is going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some dedication. Doing YouTube, Instagram, social media, but you create an audience, you create a following, and then you can sell products and services through that. So that might take you 2-3 years where you're not really getting paid in order to do that. But if you're willing to put in that work and do that, then you're going to be extremely successful, and there's such a low probability of failure. But if you try and say, I'm going to do some drop shipping thing or all these scams, FBA on Amazon, and no, again, can these businesses work? Yeah, they can, but they're a lot more risky. That's not the way to go. Same thing with the real estate. A lot of guys are like, oh no, let me trade this Forex, let me do options trading, let me do day trading. Can that stuff work? Yes, I've been successful doing some of those things. But again, it's not a long-term sustainable thing, and it has a lot of risk involved in that. Whereas if you just do what I'm doing, 30-year fixed loans on real estate, and you're willing to put in the time to do that, you're gonna have a much higher guaranteed rate of success. So real quick, guys, if you want some help doing what I'm talking about in this video, click the link down below, book a free 15-minute call with a member of my team. Again, I can't jump on every single call, but you can get a chance to work with me personally. I do work with guys personally. I have to screen you out and see, but you might as well jump on the 15-minute call and find out. I've got a lot of guys that are working for me now that are educated on all this stuff and will help, even if you're not a good fit, help set you on the right path so you can become a good fit in the future, so you can work with me directly and learn how to do this stuff. Again, this is not scam stuff. I know a lot of guys are selling stuff on the internet, how to get rich and stuff like that. And the problem is because they're selling you a dream that doesn't exist. They're trying to tell you how you can do it in 1 year, how you can do it in 6 months, you're gonna start making 20, 30 grand a month. Is that possible? Yeah. Is it likely? No. But what I'm telling you and what I show you, in 10 years, every single one of you can become financially free. In 15, for sure. if you're willing to do that work. So it's not the easy path, but it is the path that is going to give you the most chance of success. And so again, just to tell you, the problem that I see is that so many guys are jumping from thing to thing to thing, and they're trying to keep on trying to make the shortcut way. And what happens is that in that time frame, you could spend 10 years of your life jumping from project to project. And a lot of you guys have probably done that. You've probably jumped from this to that to this, and you've probably wasted 10 years. Whereas if you would have just did what I'm telling you and just dedicated the 10 years to doing it the right way, you would have been there already. So it's not too late right now, but stop doing this shit. Stop wasting your fucking time. Instead, wherever you're at right now, just say, hey, look, I'm willing to do what John's saying. I'm going to build an audience-based business. I'm going to invest in real estate, and it's going to take me 10 years, and you're willing to do that, you can absolutely get there. But if you keep playing around and wasting your time, what's going to happen is 20 years is going to pass, 30 years is going to pass, and you're still not going to be where you want to be. And you would have just wished that you would have stopped trying to take the easy route, stop trying to do the shortcuts, stop trying to do all this bullshit or wasting your time and procrastinating, and would have just listened from the beginning. Like I said, book a call. Let's jump on this now instead of wasting more time. Because I guarantee you, 10 years is going to come from now. And you're either going to be there successful where you want to be in 10 years, or you're going to be kicking yourself because you listened to this video and you could have done it. So I want to see you guys do it. Don't screw around anymore. Let's get this done. You want to be able to go out on vacations, have trips like I can, live the kind of lifestyle that I do. There's a price for it, but it's not that hard. So be willing to do that and be willing to dedicate a minimum of 10 years. If you're willing to do that, I promise you, you're going to be successful. Forget all about all the scam ways of getting rich quick. Now, if you agree with me, you get what I'm saying, give a like on this video, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the other side.